baseball, not always the best team wins, right? You got to still go out there and get it done.
Hello, everyone. Welcome out to the Ozark Mountain Sports Complex. We're here at the MSHSAA State Championships, and we've got a special edition of Baseball Talk. I am joined by the state championship, Class 1 state championship head coach of the Northland Christian Trailblazers, Aaron Holst. Coach, met for the first time just yesterday. Thank you for coming by.
Oh, it's been a pretty fun week. Been pretty awesome. It's my pleasure.
We did this because not only that, but there's a whole other story here that we wanted to chat with Coach Holst about. He coached at Excelsior Springs for how many years, Coach?
Well, I was there for 31, 5 as an assistant, 25 as head coach, and obviously we lost 20 to COVID. So it would have been 26 there, 25 as a head coach and 5 as an assistant. So this is my first go-around at Northland.
And in about 24 minutes, your former team is going to be heading into an opportunity to win a state championship here for Class 4. It's kind of surreal, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's first of all, I'm reminded by my wife all the time that there can't be that many guys that have been blessed enough to have coached their son in a Final Four where he was an all-state caliber outfielder for us. And then that was 2018. So in 23, 5 years later, we're here. And he's one of my head assistants in a final. And she's like, you coached him as a player in a Final Four. He's your right-hand man right next to you coaching in a Final Four. So I'm bursting with pride for him to be doing stuff that we weren't. I mean, we got third both times. We lost excruciating one-run games in the first round, both at Car Shield in 18, and then here to Springfield Catholic in an 8-inning game, 3-2.
I remember that game.
So we got our third, but they already did something yesterday that's uncharted territory. I mean, they're playing for regardless of the outcome today, they're finishing the highest they've ever finished down here at the Final Four. So kind of playing with house money. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome. And your son's name's Simon, correct? Simon Holst. And saw him yesterday. He's fired up.
He is. And he's made mention how he came in as a coach with this group of seniors. Yeah. So he's having a blast. It's going to be an emotional day at the end of it all where the reality of this is the last one with you guys.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
It's a cool story. And I went to, I don't know how many grad parties here in just the last couple of weeks for these guys too. So I reached out, sent them a message today to that whole group that just couldn't
awesome.
Be happier for what you're doing and the fact that it landed in a year where I'm down here still chasing a little bit of my dream to get to be retired, still filling my cup with baseball but watching both my programs have a chance to dogpile and win it all is unbelievable.
Well, congratulations, Northland Christian. I've became familiar. We had a chance to talk with Coach Starnes last year before the season started. Watched you guys. Couldn't get past Faith Christian Academy. They got bumped up. You're there. And I was like, and when I saw that, I was like, man, it's got to be their year. There's nothing really there. I mean, there's good quality teams, don't get me wrong, right. But a lot the same kids. Talk to us about the progression and how you ended up at Northland.
Well, the landing at Northland was, again, at a niece's birthday party at a roller skating rink in late June. Not eligible to even get my first pension check until late July. So I'm retired in theory. can't talk with the public school system at that point, or I would ruin my soon-to-be
retirement
benefits.
Yeah.
But on the private sector, can have conversation with them. And a gentleman, it was a friend that had coached briefly in wrestling at Excelsior Springs, is now at Northland Christian teaching and has all 4 of his kiddos there. And it just so happens one of his daughters is best friends with my niece. And so they're at the same skating party, and they saunter over.
Hey, what you doing?
Yeah. Hey, how retired are you? Interested in continuing to coach baseball? I'm like, I honest to goodness, want to do this until I die. Yes, I'm very interested in it. And my roots were St. Paul Lutheran High School, kind of getting back to my roots there. And for the first public school experience for me was playing at Central Missouri, late 80s, early 90s. And then I go spend 32 years in public school education, but a chance to kind of get back to my roots. And, it evolved into fill out an application, have a conversation with athletic director and admin, and meet the kids. And I felt going to be a good fit right from the get-go.
Yeah.
So that's how that came about. The program, you're right, probably it would have been we had a 3-2 and a 4-1 game first week of the season with Faith.
Wow.
Knockdown dragouts.
Yes.
Very clean baseball for March 24th or whatever it was, and talk with Coach Cassis, and like, we're both going, we don't want to put the cart before the horse, but we might be looking at 2 teams that are going to make a deep run again.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were middle of the Class 2 or upper part of Class 2 rankings all year long, and we kind of sat cozy in that 2 spot with the rankings with St. Elizabeth,
yeah.
and their reputation. I mean, as they should have been ranked number 1 all year long, but
they were going for their 5th in 8 years.
We played really steady baseball, really for the most part all spring. We got our 8 losses. We played more games in the postseason against Class 1 than we did the whole rest. We played up.
Yeah.
We saw Henry Bertonson from St. Pius, which I think bodes well for us seeing
Kimna.
Yeah, the likes of him going to a Missouri Southern, and we saw his strikeout totals in his 41 innings or whatever it's been this spring, and so you're never guaranteeing yourself anything, but just felt like we saw the pitching that we needed to see all spring long, where when we got down here, there wasn't going to be anything that just shock factor. Man, we haven't seen a guy like that. We saw our fair share of good lefties. We didn't end up seeing any of that here, but I take it back, in relief than we did with St. Elizabeth. But I would say the majority of the parents, when I'm having conversations, or if they were here right now, would say really the turning point. We came down this way May 1st and 2nd. We went about an hour and 15 minutes that way and played Lamar on a Friday night. Got down 7-0. Didn't look good. Score 8 unanswered runs and win a thriller, and then go take on Stratford and Conway at Stratford the next day and win both games pretty convincingly. Just played out of our minds. Threw a no-hitter. Wolf, that through our championship game, threw a no-hitter against Stratford.
Impressive.
And, they were receiving votes in Class 4 at the time. So,
yes, they were.
Coach Cooney, they had them rolling, and they
we
looked
they
looked the part.
They
top
just 20 for a little while.
Yeah. But we just, for the last month, without trying to become arrogant about it, we were a buzzsaw. We just really were playing confidently, loosely. Kids, parents' biggest thing was they just our kids say it at home, but you can just tell they are having so much fun together, just playing together, trusting each other.
It all comes together.
Yeah, it knitted. And we had 2 freshmen then that, freshman catcher freshman.
I know.
Played mainly third base down here this week, but was kind of my Swiss Army knife all over the place. And this group of seniors, I mean, they just loved on those two.
That's awesome.
And, you know, that young catcher, I mean,
Coach,
they understand he's a huge part of the reason why we pitch so well this year. I mean, he calls a great game and received and never lets the ball to the screen. And I don't call a pitch. Like, guys, it's your game. Go do it.
Watching Wolf pitch, it's Jack, right?
It's Joshua.
Watching him pitch, he's a mid-80s kid, right?
Yeah.
I want people, you got a freshman back there, and his stuff's good. I was watching Wolf. His stuff's good.
Yeah.
For a freshman to get back there and catch that, I don't think people realize what that's exceptional.
He's going to be a dude. He's absolutely going to be a dude.
As a freshman, getting back there and catching those kind of arms, that isn't just normal. That's hard to do.
It's not. And I say that was probably my biggest question mark when I first met the kids and saw a couple workouts. Is like, I've always had a rock star behind the plate. I've been spoiled.
Right.
And Northland, from what I understood from Coach Marasco, assistant that I became really good friends with right away, is like, yeah, we've had some good. I mean, you should have seen the guy we had last year, but he was hurt the whole year. So you didn't get to see it. But he goes, we still did a pretty good job back there. But he goes, we got a couple guys are a little better at the receiving part or the blocking, but we're not sure we really have a decent thrower back there, and we're unproven in terms of a game caller. You know, that may be something we have to take on more responsibility and get out of, you know, not wanting to call every pitch. And for me, that part was not a micromanaging kind of thing. It's more so I've grown over the years thinking that kids love knowing that they have some ownership in what's going on. And it's not me trying to shirk responsibility of not calling pitches, but not that we're not whistling out there every now and again saying, hey, this is what we've been seeing on a spray chart, or these are tendencies we're seeing, but he's got a much better view of what's going on back there anyway, and knows how his guy's stuff is working. And so when Chris kind of just took a stranglehold on the catching job, it, like, my sleep became much better night. No, I mean, and then now going, like, that dude's back there for 3 more years. Like, that part of the equation is,
oh, man.
God willing, no injuries, like, that part's solved. So,
well, Coach, I'm watching the time only because I want to let you get to watching your team, this team over here, your son, and these kids play. I want to thank you for taking the time.
Oh, it's a hoot. It's fun, man. It's a awesome situation to just be in the position where you're able to come do this.
So now you're going to have to let us come over and live stream a regular season game over at your house
100%
next year.
Because we're going to be back in it with Faith.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, maybe we'll get that matchup.
Yeah.
Come over for a game of the week there. I love that. Absolutely.
And the great thing about that is it's a rivalry, but most of those kids are best friends. I mean, they're like literally we're 8 to 10 minutes separated geographically, so they all play together in the summer, know each other. It's one of those bragging rights. Bragging rights.
I got you this year, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. But I know there was texting back and forth down here that we're both sides just happy as can be for each other.
That's awesome.
To secure one. So
absolutely. Coach, it's a pleasure.
100%.
Appreciate you taking the time. The head coach at Northland Christian and proud father, his son going for a state championship, and his former team with Excelsior Springs. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.